Happy Monday. I wanted to come in here and talk about some mindful tips that I have been finding helpful lately. As you know, we're in the new year and we all have, well, at least most of us have, maybe not resolutions, but things that we kind of remind ourselves that we've been wanting to work on for the last few years. And I don't know, January just is a great time to start new practices and new things. So I wanted to come in here and talk about mindfulness. When I first started with this whole mindfulness series and talking about mindfulness, I remember being so confused. I'm like, what is mindfulness? Like, I don't even get it. Like, what does it mean? What does mindfulness mean, really? And when I started to talk to a couple people, I actually had the same thought process. They had the same thought process as I was. Like, what does it even mean, right? So you hear people all the time, be mindful, be mindful. So I wanted to kind of come in here and explain it to anybody that was like me, and was kind of confused at first. So what mindfulness means is taking a moment to actually sit and consider the event or the process that you're doing. So it can be as simple as eating a meal. Most of us are watching TV when we're eating a meal. We're thinking about something else. We're talking to somebody, and we're not really enjoying what's in front of us. So being mindful is really about stopping for a moment and taking your time in the moment and thinking about and enjoying whatever it might be. It might be a bath, it might be a shower, it might be talking with your friends, it might be different things. But in our society, we're just kind of go, 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 multitask. Let's do 5 things at once so we can get it all done and move on with our day. And most of the time, at the end of the day, we don't even remember, or we weren't even present in the moment when that thing was going on. So being mindful helps you just kind of stop and focus on what you're doing for those few minutes or few seconds even, and being grateful for that moment and for that object or for that thing. So one thing that was really explained to me, or what I've learned over the few years, is that a lot of us have a lot of things ticking in our mind. Like, so if you're like me, you constantly have all these thoughts that are just rolling, 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 and going, going, going. Sometimes they slow down, sometimes they speed up, sometimes there's more than others, right? But the issue is that if we don't write it down, like take a moment and sit down and write down our thoughts, and plans or goals or anything. It could be the things that are just pissing you off and you can't get out. It's just a constant repeat. Or it could be like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. If you don't sit down and get it on paper and a journal and a whatever, then you'll still have that nagging feeling. Like, it just needs to go somewhere. So if you write it down, not only will the likelihood happen that you'll complete that task and get it done and feel successful, but you will also have less anxiety and stress because you're not constantly, like, your brain's trying to remember and figure everything out. Your brain's like a machine. It's like a computer almost. But even smarter than a computer, but it regulates things. So if we don't write it down or make a thought, put it concrete somewhere, it's just going to keep spinning and spinning and spinning, and you'll have what I call like just like that anxiety feeling. Like you feel like you're just on this treadmill, running, 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 nowhere to go. So I always tell everybody, just write it down. Write down whatever you want to do, whatever is bugging you. Just get it out of your brain, put it on paper, and move on, right? So it also takes time to reflect. So that's also mindfulness, taking a few minutes to sit down and write down what you're feeling. So isn't this cute little notebook? It says, yes, please, to plastic free. I found it at Typo. It's really, really cute. Just love it. So it's just a cute little notebook. I'm actually using this for my abundance challenge that starts today, 21-day abundance challenge. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I'll add you to the Facebook group. It's awesome. Can't wait to start that today. So in addition to that, I take time. So I sit down and I journal things and just get things out of my brain so I can go back and either look at it and fix it or make a plan on how I can move forward. So that's some new things that I've been doing. So that's kind of a mindful practice. And at the same time, I take my present time essential oil and I actually take it, and let me show you what I do with it. So you put some on your thumb here and you actually rub it on your earlobes. We have VitaFlex points all over our body, on our ears, on our hands, on our body, on our feet. And this works really good if you put it on your ears and you can smell it. Oh, it smells so good. It's like an orange. Is it orange? What is it? bitter orange. That is like my favorite. It smells just amazing. It's super uplifting. But I just take a moment and I do this, and this just helps solidify that whole mindful practice of taking a moment to sit down, breathe, and I do the little practice with the essential oil, because that just like it kind of gets my brain in there. And then I'll journal whatever I need to journal and do whatever I need to do. If I just need to take a minute and appreciate laying down for a minute and how my body feels, relaxing for 5 minutes, whatever it might be. And that just helps me stop, and I'm not in this rat race of constantly going. So I hope that this really helps you today. What is something that you want to be mindful of today? I really would love to hear it in the comments. Take some time today and be mindful, even if it's, with your children. Sometimes we're like cooking dinner and we're just trying to get things done. And if you take a moment, even if it's 30 seconds, and just say, yes, okay, let me just stop what I'm doing and listen to them for a second. And you actually just remember more, instead of just feeling like you're constantly going. Especially if you're a parent. There's just, it just never stops nowadays, now in our new adapted lifestyle that we're all living in. I hope you guys find this helpful today. And I hope you have a great Monday. Thanks, friend. Bye.